You hear it all the time, right? India is one of the world's fastest growing economies. But then, in the same breath, you hear that it's home to a huge portion of the world's poor. So, how can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, today we're diving into that exact paradox, the story of modern India, a nation of really stark, coexisting contrasts.
So let's just get right to the heart of it with a central question from our source material. You can see it right there. Is India rich and also poor? I mean, it sounds like a total contradiction, doesn't it? How can one country be both of those things? Let's try and unpack this puzzle together. All right, to really get this, you got to see India as two different stories playing out at the same time. First up, let's look at what we can call India 1, the metropolis. This is the version of India you probably see in global headlines, the one that really captures the world's imagination. And this is the powerhouse story. We're talking about glittering skylines, a tech scene that's just exploding, and a middle class that's growing like crazy. This is the India of massive economic growth, global ambition, a place where pretty much all the wealth and modern infrastructure is concentrated. But hang on, that's really only one side of the coin. To see the other, we have to leave the city completely behind. So welcome to India 2, the heartland. This is the rural reality for hundreds of millions of people. And honestly, it tells a dramatically different story. Out here, well, it's a world of daily struggle. The economy is almost entirely tied to farming, which, as you know, can be super unpredictable and not very profitable. Just getting access to good healthcare, a decent education, or even reliable roads and electricity can be a constant challenge. It's just a world away from the opportunities we just saw in the cities. And boom, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's so clear. On one side, you've got the wealth and the energy of the city, and on the other, the persistent economic struggles of the village. The thing is, it's not one or the other. It's both, happening in parallel. It's like two completely different worlds, separated by opportunity, all inside one country's borders. Okay, so this brings us to the big question, why? I mean, what is the root cause of this great divide? The source material we're looking at offers a really powerful explanation, and it all boils down to one key economic idea. And here it is, uneven growth. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's when an economy grows, but that growth isn't spread out equally. In India's case, the boom has been super concentrated in industries like IT, finance, and services, all things that thrive in cities. Meanwhile, the agricultural sector, which supports most of the rural population, has grown much, much slower. It's almost like a huge part of the country has been left behind. So you take the reality of the thriving cities, you put it next to the struggling heartland, and then you look at it through this lens of uneven growth. What do you get? Well, it all leads to one clear, really powerful conclusion. This is the punchline. And this is the core takeaway right here. Same country, different worlds. It's such a simple phrase, but it perfectly captures this whole complicated situation. This isn't just about a gap in wealth. It's a huge difference in how people live, the opportunities they have, and their daily reality, all happening at the exact same time. And that leaves us with this final massive question to think about. When you look at these two realities, which one is the real India? Is it the booming city or is it the struggling village? You know, what our source suggests is that the answer isn't so simple. It's not one or the other. Maybe the real India is actually found in the tension between these two worlds, a nation that is, fascinatingly and complicatedly, both at once. And figuring that out, that's one of the biggest challenges and most important stories of our time.